Back to another album review. Going to be reviewing another soundtrack this time. And today's review is on the soundtrack for Jackass Number Two. Now, the movie was released on September 22nd, 2006. When I first watched it, I simply laughed my ass off because it's better, funnier, and more over the top than its predecessor. Now, the soundtrack was released 4 days later on Bulletproof Records. The producers were Jeff Tremaine, Johnny Knoxville, Spike Jonze, and Ralph Sal, though Ralph was the only one who wasn't a producer on the movie. The music supervisors were Tom Wolfe and Manish Ravel. Now let's talk about the songs. Now, the intro to this soundtrack is I'm Going to the Moon by Johnny Knoxville. Johnny said this right before his big red rocket took off. Next track is If You're Gonna Be Dumb by Smut Peddlers. These guys covered the song by Roger Allen Wade. After that is Getting Fucked Up by the 3-6 Mafia. The guys from the 3-6 Mafia appeared in the movie. One of them paid Dave England $200 to eat a piece of horse shit. Up next is Jackass by Karen O and Peaches. Karen wrote this track specifically for the movie. Next up is I'm Ashamed of Myself by Chris Pontius. This is another audio sample from the movie. That's followed by MF from Hell by the Dotsons. This track was played during the Firehose Rodeo. Dave England wiped out during that skit. This is also my favorite song from the soundtrack. We follow up with I'm Going to Die by Aaron McGehee. Arguably the best skit of the movie was Terror Taxi, where the guys dressed up Aaron like a terrorist, but it was all a prank on him. Right after that is All My Friends Are Dead by Turbo Negro. This is the band's most popular song, and it was played during the Gauntlet skit. The following track is Urban Struggle by the Vandals. The Toro Totter skit was the scene that featured this song. The track after that is Your Teeth Look Like Hair by Brandon DiCamillo. It's from an unreleased skit featuring Don Vito, but was cut from the film and isn't even included on the DVD because Don was arrested for inappropriately touching two underage girls. So the skits featuring him were cut from the movie. The Lamborghini Tooth Pull was eventually reshot for Jackass 3D, but with Danger Aaron taking Don's place. The track that comes next is Fly by Cake Cutter. These guys had a song called Nude Country that was featured in the first movie, but was excluded from the soundtrack. I really should have mentioned that in my previous review. The track that follows is Rectal Bleeding by Johnny Knoxville. Dave England's ass was bleeding after he wiped out. And the track that comes after that is Fuck the Pain Away by Peaches. This is the song that was played during the Old Man Balls skit. What comes next is Are You Crying by Johnny Knoxville and Bam Margera. Johnny asked Bam if he was crying, and when Bam said yes, the guys were laughing at him. What comes after that is A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley. To me, this song sounds out of place for Jackass. And I think it would have made more sense to feature the song Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al. The next track is Cut Your Hair by Pavement. When the guys were all shaving their pubes, this song was being played. The pubes were a layer used for Aaron's beard in the Terror Taxi skit. After that is Crazy by Chris Pontius. Chris made this song specifically for the movie, and it was played during the Medicine Ball Dodgeball skit. The DVD includes the music video for the song, but it can't be shown on YouTube because of nudity. Next up is I Need a Doctor by Steve-O. There's one scene where Steve-O had a leech placed on his eye. Up next is Spill the Blood by Slayer. This is my second favorite song from the soundtrack. It was played during the fishhook skit, which was when Chris Pontius was fishing with Steve-O as his bait. We followed up with My Ass Hurts So Bad by Dave England. This was the aftermath of the Firehouse Rodeo after Dave wiped out and hurt his ass. That was followed by Johnny Are You Queer by Josie Cotton. The Anaconda Ball Pit was the scene where this track was played. The second to last track is Sometimes I Don't Know If I'll Make It by Roger Allen Wade. The end credits feature this song. The outro for the soundtrack is The Best of Times by the cast of Jackass. The movie ended with this musical number, while the first movie ended with the very end of the Rube Goldberg test. I couldn't find any information on how the soundtrack performed commercially, but I did see that it has a 3.92 out of 5 on Discogs. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a good soundtrack. In many ways it's better than its predecessor. Bonus points since they included another Slayer song this time. I think more soundtracks should feature Slayer songs. Overall, I recommend checking out the soundtrack. And now it's the part where I question you. Have you listened to the soundtrack for Jackass Number Two? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? If you've seen the movie, what do you think about it? Now let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.